Probably somewhere in 1995, maybe 1996, our guitar player Chris and I started playing together.
I was just, learning how to play guitar, and I think we both wanted to play for our chapel services. That was like a weekly thing. Through playing at school, we decided, why not just start our own band?
We met Mark, who was a little older than us, and he was actually in a different band. And we actually kind of stole Mark.
I just turned 18, I was finishing up my senior year of high school. Matt and Chris were both sophomores in high school. They were all in this band together called Down at 16 because they were 16 years old and they were down.
So the three of us just started jamming and making music together.
When you're a young band, you first start off, the unspoken goal is to get signed. As we'd go out and play 1 or 2 shows on a weekend, and then everybody would go back to their day jobs on Monday morning. And for me, that was delivering pizzas,
I dropped out of school and we got pretty serious about playing more shows and recording. We went down to Nashville and kind of got in the mix down there with some of these producers and record labels. We just decided that was our time to go for it and try to make it happen.
Sounding too...
Okay.
Too simple.
Draw it out more lazy with it maybe?
Always forever, always forever.
Dreams change, as you grow older and as you experience more of life.
As we started having families and trying to reconcile, like, how do we live this life on the road and keep making music and be a band and have wives and kids at home?
Yeah, when we're on the road and away from home, that can be difficult. It's really all that my kids know, and it's all my wife knows.
And now, it's not really so much that our goals and aspirations, are out on the road. It's now, our heart and our dream and our goals have kind of shifted to our own backyard. And so there's always that tension of, how do we keep going? How do we keep pursuing what we see as our purpose and our calling in music, while fulfilling our first purpose and calling, which is our faith and our family.
That? Yeah, it could be like a cool time. Doing so good, man. Cool. Okay, let's go again.
We're actually just starting this week on the new album. The actual recording process, we did a little pre-production last week, and now today's actually the first day that we're starting on this new album that we're calling The Dream. This album really embodies, I think, the tension of what is the dream. And we feel it and we see it and we think we know it, but it's like almost like we never quite have it.
I mean, there's just so much in my mind and that I'm dreaming of that I want to feel when I listen to this record. And there might be more of that going on, more music happening and then writing to it because the music moves you.
It would have been probably sometime in 1996. We actually came to this very spot and did our first photo shoot for our first cassette tape with our self-titled project. So here we are 16 and a half years later, just gonna take a couple shots at the same spot. So the current Sanctus Real.
And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's just amazing. We've teamed up with a new producer, a guy named Pete Kipley, who has just kind of a crazy long list of amazing projects that he's been a part of over the years. And we've got a couple new guys in the band right now. Seth Huff playing guitar and keys, and Jake Rye playing bass, and they're both such extremely talented players.
There's a line in this song called The Dream Is You that I think really sums up, the truth about the dream. And it says, it's not a place, it's not a thing, it's not a trivial pursuit, the dream is you. This is our time, this is our season. Like, if we're gonna do it, we've gotta do it now. We've gotta make a different kind of album. We've gotta make the album of our lives. And we're up for it, we're ready for it. And I hope it's the dream.